Welcome, Taurus, to your Work Your Winter for February, the last segment for winter. Before I start my spring series, Working Your Spring. So this is a message for using the seasonal energies, the winter. For February, for your highest good and manifestation, we will start with an animal totem that may show up in your matrix. That was the dolphin that spun around. Let's see if it comes out. An animal matrix too, for not only for a message, but when you see this animal show up in your matrix this month, be open, be aware. But when you see it, if you do see it, it's an affirmation. Or any other critter that comes into your world, Google that totem, because there's meaning there. As I say, totem. Okay, Taurus. Google it, because it's always been right on point for me. You know, when I have, a grasshopper that's on my window all day, I look up grasshopper, boom. But what's beautiful, Taurus, is you got your energy. How powerful is it? I felt this was going to happen before. I've said to myself, wouldn't it be funny if the bull came out with Taurus? And here it is, the bull. Renewal, fertility, and growth. Renewal in your energies, fertility and growth. Bull cults were ubiquitous in ancient cultures whose devotees worshipped the beast as a supreme deity. But the bull was also a symbol of renewal, and the creature was ritually sacrificed with its blood sprinkled on the spring fields to ensure new growth in ancient Greece. These rituals were associated with Dionysus, the Greek god of vegetation and renewal. Dionysus, who was frequently represented as a bull and sometimes as a goat, was dismembered by the Titans and subsequently resurrected. The Spanish bullfight is a vestige of the ancient bull sacrifice. The Minotaur, another deity from Greek mythology, who had the head of a bull and the body of a man, is also associated with sacrifice and the cycle of renewal. The slaying of the Minotaur, the devourer of youth, restores life. Renewal, fertility, and growth. And I'm getting this message, I'm feeling this message of letting go of something, sacrificing something, a bad habit, an old way of thinking, a friend, maybe even just for 30 days, just as like a ritualistic representation, as an offering to the universe, that you're willing to give up something to achieve something. So that may resonate with some of you out there. So we're going to do a 4 directions reading with the Native Heart Healing Oracle. 4 directions representing the 4 great powers within. It also is a compass of which is your mental self, spiritual self, emotional self, physical self. Those are the 4 great powers within. And so we're going to visit each one of those houses in the form of a compass, directional, and just get some messages on all those energies. And I think it's amazing that we have the bull. That's just so dope. And then we have the spirit of the bear as well. And this is very powerful earth energy. So this is your energy coming out already, earth energy. And this is about knowing when to retreat, taking that time to kind of rest and be solo, and come out of the den in the wintertime with a new idea, with a new way forward. So it's interesting because we're at we're in February and it'll be March. So this is kind of like the bear coming out of the den with a new perspective, a new idea. And this is also strength and vulnerability. Bears are extremely strong. And it's according to the literature of this card deck, a soul cannot come to Earth without passing through bear energy. And it also reminds me of the constellation of the bear, the Great Bear. I think it's the Big Dipper. So interesting, all right? And then we'll use the Queen of the Moon Oracle, which is for guiding through lunar and seasonal changes, to just deepen the message and the synchronizations of the cards on the table. And we we also have the Light Seers Tarot, which we will use to clarify the oracle cards. Okay, so we have the Record Keeper, the Great Halls of Wisdom, and this is your divine path. This is the wisdom also of an elder. This is shared learning. It represents the rose pink ray, the chakras in your hand, in your ears, your heart energy. It's air energy, music, vibration, song lines, your divine blueprint, and wisdom, as well as whales, the Song of Whales. And there's books down here, and there's also some music up here. It's kind of hard to see. There's like music paper with musical notes written right here, and it's about the messages in music and in books and stories, the divine messages, the insights that are there. So we have the Record Keeper, and it is clarified by darkness. This is about the darkness needs to be there just as much as does the light. Turn inward, introversion, release, shadow work, self-reflection, and transform. And this always reminds me of that saying that the stars shine brightest at night, or they can be seen best when it's dark, or it has to be dark for for you to see the starlight. So this is about transmuting the good and the bad, and knowing that the things that you have been through are for learning, right? This is a shared learning. It's about learning about who you are, and doing shadow work, releasing things that you need to let go of. Again, part of that sacrifice, I feel, with the bull energy, fertility, growth, learning, growing. But don't be so hard on yourself about the mistakes that you've made, or the dark times in your life. There was something to learn, and as long as you look for that lesson and transmute that darkness, then there's a reward, a payoff to that, instead of holding on to it. And then clarifying it. Yeah, we have the High Priestess clarifying, those events, your intuition and your inner abilities and connection with the universe is part of your divine blueprint. It's part of who you are. And navigating through using your intuition, listening to your intuition, is very important, especially as you start to awaken to your divine self, as you start to grow and mature and learn how to transmute the dark times, turn a negative into a positive picture, as Lauryn Hill would say. Anything else would you like to add, particularly about the darkness? I'm curious about angels, ancestors, divine guides, spirit, please provide. Yeah. Yep, we got the Virgo energy, listening to yourself. There it is again. Following your own voice, following your own intuition, taking time to shut out and isolate so you can realign back with yourself. We have, the King of Cups. That energy, this is exactly what we're talking about, Taurus. Male or female, this is you getting in touch and learning how to master this power, your emotions, your watering energy, trusting yourself and your instincts. And we have putting 7 words, you put the work in. Seven of Pentacles. I also like to call this the Starseed card, because 7 is about spiritual overstanding, and these are little seeds that are starting to blossom. But this is about sowing and reaping, putting in the work and starting to see the rewards. You've been using, for some of you, your intuition, and you're starting to see the rewards of believing in your inner power, believing that your light shines brighter than these dark times. Very powerful. And again, this is mental self, mind, wisdom, decisions, independence, problem solving, your intuition, knowing that the darkness has to be there in order to, you know, for the light to be seen. And this is part of your divine blueprint. But what I love is moving into your East house, your spiritual self, soul illumination, where your values are, your guidance, your sense of belonging to the collective. We have the beautiful water energy of surrender. And this is about radical trust. I just got goosebumps up my legs. I know why I do what, I'm sorry. This is about not knowing what, this is sudden change. Because, you know, waters shift and change. And this is about having radical trust in the universe and in your intuition and yourself to guide you through what those changes and shifts in flows and energy. And this is graceful submission to fate. The elements that go into this are the silver, blue ray. This is related to your throat chakra, your third eye chakra. Ocean, moon, this is permission, spiral of life, divine unfoldment. So we have the divine blueprint, and then we have divine unfoldment here. The voice of your soul. I mean, that would be the high priestess energy as well. The voice of your soul. In your soul position, this card, public speaking and throat related issues, speaking your truth. And what I love is that self-reflection, which we just came up in the other card, right? Self-reflection. We have self-reflection here with more water energy, like really I think clarifying. And this is the energy of, I am not afraid to look deeply at myself in all aspects. Self-knowledge opens to new beliefs, and you are more able to steer yourself well the more you know yourself, and it opens you up to new beliefs about yourself. I love it. And then clarifying these two cards, yeah, Six of Swords. Moving away from something, moving for growing, growing towards harmony. There's three, you know, crows or ravens in the back, three ravens in the front, you know, representing the spirit world, being pulled by your spirit, by the spirit world, forward to a new place, a new position, turning your back on the past. Why is the Six of Swords here with self-reflection? Because it's interesting that it says more able to steer yourself well the more you know yourself. And this vessel is being steered by spirit, and trusting, radical trust that you are being led and guided to where you're supposed to go by listening to your intuitions. Radical trust in this guidance of yourself and your higher spirit. Tell me why Six of Swords is here. Why is Six of Swords here? Yep, because you love yourself. The Lovers, Gemini, your divine, that connection, that balance within yourself, choices made out of love, that feeling. The Lovers to me represents that feeling when you have generated love, whether it's between you and another person, platonically, or, you know, in a relationship, intimate relationship or whatever, or a person in your family, or yourself. Your male and female energies balanced with the divine. So this is always, you know, twos represent choices too, you know, making choices. And this opposed to the devil energy. I always feel like the devil energy is making those choices that tie you to toxic energy in situations, and this is the opposite. Those choices that create that feeling when you feel good about yourself, when you love yourself and you feel that, because that's where it always starts for me. Self-love attracts true love. So anywho, so you're making choices to move forward that are graced in divine love, and you're being guided to a new place. And then in your emotional house, which is South, which is self, your heart, your innocence, your reaction and sensitivity and your enjoyment, we have number 35, the crown chakra. And this is the energy of grounding, assessing your values and your sensitivities. Again, your sensitivities is your higher chakra. So when we talk about sensitivities, we're talking about intuition, voices, messages coming in from the divine realm. And the elements are the violet ray, the silver ray. If you want to know about any of the rays, just drop me a comment and I'll respond with what the rays mean. I don't want to get into too many. You know, these cards are very complicated. They have a lot of elements, and so I try to, just reduce the amount of words. But I'm just saying, okay, so moving forward, it's about meditation, Christ consciousness or light consciousness, detachment, goals, mindset, higher insight behind pain. And since this is right below the darkness cloud in the north position, the higher insight towards why you went through those dark times is coming this month. Opening to healing on all levels. You know, when you have, again, your bull energy, renewal, fertility, and growth. And clarifying that, yep, we have gratitude. Showing gratitude to those higher realms. This is, I joyfully turn my attention to what I am grateful for. Grounding yourself in gratitude. Grateful for the darkness that has taught you much. And then clarifying that, yeah, look at that, right below, again, these cards are balancing out, because we have right below that, we have the Queen of Cups. And this male or female, this is the energy of someone who's very much becoming in tune with her intuition and her abilities. This is somebody who who gets it. See her crown made of water? You know, she's sensitive and can feel the energies around her. She is living on land and water, which, especially with cancers, the crab, sensing, energies from both worlds. And this is somebody who, again, is very much is aware of her emotions, and how they affect her. She is aware of her intuition, her inabilities, her dreams, her visions, her own personal prophecies, and using them. And to have that under the High Priestess, it's like, I feel like there's this growth here. Your intuition is really starting to wake up, Taurus. Tell me why Queen of Cups is here with gratitude and crown chakra. Why is Queen of Cups here? Interesting. Wow, that's a lot of cards. Well, it's beautiful, because the Queen of Cups here is because there's joy and celebration happening from an accomplishment. We have 1111 energy here as well. And this is joy, celebration about a foundation, fruits of your labor that have built a foundation. Usually home energy, building a home, getting a home. Having fours represent stability and foundation, and we have putting to rest pain from the past. Really looking inside yourself, and hearing your own voice and getting your own messages and getting to work and really focusing and putting the work in to end what doesn't work for you anymore, what you no longer need. And that's where your success lies, because there's your energy, King of Pentacles. This is success, this is abundance, this is confident energy, material stability and soundness. because you walked away from what no longer serves you anymore. You walked away from the old emotions, and now you're creating a new foundation for yourself, a new that no one can take away from you. A new beginning. But let's just get one card. Yeah, I said let's just get one card, right? And the Queen of Cups came out. And Two of Swords, to move forward, using your intuition to help you make choices in moving forward. Having that gratitude for this new part of yourself that's opening, Taurus. And then what I love is in your action position, which is the West. Physical self, body, introspection, action, humility, power, and control. We have 33, Keepers of the Light. Crystalline white ray, which is purity and light, and a way shower to ascension. This is about keeping your heart open and keeping your wings spread. You know, being ready to elevate. Let's see. We have the energies of recharging in nature, making time, sure you're grounding and getting time in nature to really connect back. This is about how you, as within, so without, and peace and silence. We have the 4 elements, heart's song, reconnection, material wants, earthly needs, and your heart chakra, the crystalline white ray and the emerald green ray. But there's a story in this card about when was the last time, when someone is depressed, asking them, when was the last time you danced? When was the last time you sang? When was the last time you played or were enchanted by a story? When was the last time you took a moment to enjoy quiet and silence? So this is about keeping your own light, keeping your heart open, keeping your wings spread wide. That's what you're being called to do in action. And oh wow, yeah, clarifying that is peace. I choose to create and hold peace. I allow this to ripple out into the world. Allow rest, refuse drama, do not engage. And I think this came up for you, Taurus, in your weekly of February 1st. Do not engage in drama. You choose to create and hold peace. I allow this to ripple out into the world. This always reminds me of 6 of Pentacles energy, giving and receiving. Allow rest. Refuse drama, and we had the 4 of Swords, which is about rest as well, physical rest. Not allowing things to bother, putting mental things to rest, not allowing things to bother you. Do not engage, peace of mind, and great gift of mindfulness. And beautiful, we have the Page of Cups from the Tarot, and this is an amazing, we have peace here, and then this is just such, the Page of Cups is such amazing energy. I mean, look at all of what's going on here. There's all of this energy that he's feeling and sensing. Like, it's even like, you know, in the wind blowing he's feeling, he's being drawn to this feeling of walking on air and a cup being filled. Cups represent, you know, emotional energy, intuition, wishes, heart's desires that come true. And there's a pig flying. So this is something that you never thought. This is a feeling that's so powerful. Look, the divine is working behind the scenes. And this is the energy of the Page of Cup, a feeling coming in, sensing something, a message, news, good news, something numinous. But you're really feeling this peace and your ability to keep your own light and keep those good feelings abound and about you, and manifest something really powerful through that peace. Tell me why the Page of Cups is here. Yep. The Page of Cups here because there's something coming, a victory, the Ace of Swords, from God the divine, the unseen, the universe. This is a sword. Swords represent air signs, mental energy, communication, truth, intellect. This is a sword of victory that's being handed to you by the divine for you to take you know, so that to cut out the drama, to cut out what you don't need. This is a brand new beginning of strength and victory. And that's what that's what's feeling. And we have the Fool. New beginning, ground zero, starting over, starting off on a fresh adventure, a fresh start, a brand new day, eyes to the sky, heart open. See, his heart's open. Complete faith in the universe and how it works and having your back. Beautiful. Let's get a power thought for you, Taurus. But it's a lot of intuitive energy here. You are really growing and developing, and you're starting to see, and if you haven't, like this month, you will really start to see how powerful your intuition really is and where the places it's starting to take you. And sometimes when we grow like this, there are certain people and situations that no longer can resonate in our vibration. And that is what it is. So when we're thinking about the sacrifice that they were talking about with the Bull card, you know, it is a way of life. As you grow and change, people come in and out of your vibration. So just let it go and let it be. May we have a power thought for February, the month of February, working our winter for Taurus. Anything else for the collective of Taurus? And I'll take 3. I am beautiful and everybody loves me. I radiate acceptance and I am deeply loved by others. Love surrounds me and protects me. All my relationships are harmonious. When we create harmony in our minds and hearts, we will find it in our lives. The inner creates the outer always. And there's a lot of inner energy here, especially in the north and south. But we have, like, again, we have water energy here because the priestess is water energy. The Queen of Cups is water energy. So is the Page of Cups. The Six of Swords, that's air energy. But there's water imagery in the scene. So, like, there's definitely, you're definitely, this month, there's some definitely intuitive powers that are going to start to really show you how powerful you are and how valuable they are to your journey in life. Okay, so we did that, but last but not least, I am at peace with my sexuality. I rejoice in my sexuality and in my own body. My body is perfect for me in this lifetime. I embrace myself with love and compassion. All right, make a great winter. February, that is, Taurus. Make a great